Moviesucktastic is a podcast about bad movies and the people that love them. But it's more than just a podcast, it's also an online presence. If you want to know more about Moviesucktastic or want to become a part of Moviesucktastic, you can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Twitter at Moviesucktastic, you can find our blog at boothreviews.blogspot.com, or if you want to give your own reviews that we might use on the show, you can go to reviews.moviesucktastic.com and check out our own little lunch.com community for Moviesucktastic. Check us out and become a part of the show, because the only thing more fun than a bad movie is sharing it.
It's funny. One night you go to bed, and when you wake up, everything is different. Now Brian's acting a little peculiar.
He's like a completely different person. I don't even know him anymore.
Something's gotten into him.
Sometimes everything glows with a different kind of light.
Deep into him.
What are you telling me? That we killed someone last night?
Something bad.
Tacky, Brian, tacky.
Something slimy.
What are you doing?
Something very...
I know something's happened to you.
Very...
How is that?
Hungry.
You can't keep killing people every time you're hungry.
You're mine now, Brian. I own you.
Gotta get out of here fast. Go where?
You're a wreck, Brian.
Leave me alone!
Whenever you want to stop hurting, you come to me.
Brain damage. It will turn you inside out.
You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
Dude, no! Oh!
Oh, man.
What happened?
Nothing.
You know, something happened.
Nothing happened.
No, something happened.
Something's always happening.
Yeah, you know what happened.
I do?
Yeah, I sent you an email. You know what happened.
The Oscars are putting in a special category? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
I'm just calling it now. Just expect Black Panther to win that one.
No.
You don't think so?
No, and I'll tell you why. But first, welcome to Moviesucktastic.
I have to say that was created for Black Panther.
Wrong. And I'll tell you why in a minute.
Oh, man.
Welcome to Moviesucktastic.
So, hey, everyone. This episode, we're reviewing Brain Damage.
Yeah.
The slideshow is going. If you didn't realize it already, we're reviewing Brain Damage. It's showing in the background.
A Henenlotter film. Those who know Henenlotter, he is the man who brought us the wonderfulness that is Frankenhooker and Basket Case.
Basket Case 1, 2, and he did 3 as well, right?
I had to look. I don't know.
I'll look it up real quick. But I think he did do part 3.
It's not like suddenly that was like, oh, this is too low for me.
Yeah.
Fucking Henenlotter. Come on.
Yeah, he did Basket Case 3.
Yeah.
That was more or less like, you know what? I've been doing this so long. I'm just gonna do like he always did what he always wanted to do. But when he did Basket Case 3, he's like, fuck it. that was like a real like, fuck it.
We got all these puppets I made. We got all this like special effects stuff sitting around. Let's do it. Want to let it go to waste?
No, let's never do that. All right.
I'm sure I have some B-roll somewhere.
Enlighten me. Oscars. You're gonna explain it to me now or later? You should do it now. Everyone wants to know now.
Okay. They announced that they're creating a new category called Best Popular Film.
I hope that's not the final name for this award.
Why not? Because that's what it fucking is. And okay.
Call it the People's Choice Award. Just
call it MTV Awards 2 Electric Boogaloo, because that's all it fucking is.
Well, that is all it is.
Popular movie. So basically, here's the film that has no artistic merit, but everyone liked it, so we have to give it an Oscar. Fuck you. Plus, they're moving the date up to February 9th.
Yeah. So, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and how are we supposed to fucking get all the... How are we supposed to review 10 films in like 2 weeks?
Yes.
Fuck you.
It's not going to happen.
God damn it.
We're going to have to...
Unless they're announcing them like the first week of January.
Even then, that's tight.
All right. But
because think of it this way. When the nominations come out, it's always second week, maybe at the latest third week of January. And we're talking like, when I say third week, I'm saying like the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, in that range. Mm-hmm. And then the Oscars are always end of February or sometimes middle of March. We usually have about like 30 to 45 days to review that many films.
Now we're gonna have like 12.
Even if they announce it January 1st, which they won't, but let's say they did, it's really tight. It's only about 40 days to review upwards of 8 to 10 movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough time.
Yeah, not at all. But to answer your query there, yeah. Your reaction was that this is for Black Panther, and
my reaction is I'm calling that it's for Black Panther, but it's basically this movie made the most money, so obviously it's the most popular. Let's give it an Oscar.
Right. Now here's my prediction, because they said the new category won't go into effect until 2020.
Avatar 2.
That's why they're making this fucking category.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The same reason they put 10 fucking films in, because they had to have an excuse to give Avatar a nomination. This is the fucking reason why they're making it. And it may sound like a stupid conspiracy theory, but just think about the fucking industry as a whole. And they said part of the thing was we need to keep the Oscars relevant. It's like that means you need to push the fucking shit they're trying to sell.
I'm glad that
on the record right now, the winner of that category, 2020, Avatar 2.
Well, yeah. I'm glad that we've been done with the Oscars for years now.
But we keep fucking doing it.
Yeah, well, we kind of have a show.
I know. I know.
You know, it's mainstream media, so we're going to talk about it.
We're start talking about it right jig now for the end of the year.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to brighter things. This film about like addiction.
Yeah, right. Now I have a list. Where did it go?
Oh, by the way,
I have a list of movie challenges.
Uh-oh. I bet you do. I just had to share this with you. I dug out my movie notebook.
If I can find it.
Because I was going to take notes during the film.
Oh.
And before this, the last film I actually took notes on was War Games. Oh. Here's my page of notes for Brain Damage.
What's the parentheses for? The year?
Yeah. I never even got that far. Oh, God. I was like, just settle in. This is a Henenlotter film.
This is Brain Damage and an open and end paren, and it's just nothing in there.
Yeah. 1988 is the year that Brain Damage came out.
Yes,
This is a low budget Henenlotter film. The focus of the.
I'm going to stop you there real quick though. I'm sorry.
What?
It is a low budget Henenlotter film, but they put some money into this movie. More money than they probably have in any other Henenlotter movie.
Well, I don't know. Basket Case 3 had a lot of production value.
Okay.
But what this film, I challenge you to this film as a response to your challenge to me of quick change, and the theme was New York City,
Yep.
Or specifically New York City cast in a negative light, and Brain Damage does that wonderfully. It's the story about a young boy and his brain parasite.
Yeah.
Much.
It's like his brain is pregnant.
Well, no, you're skipping to the end. You gotta start at the beginning, sir.
I'm sorry.
All right. The film opens up with a bunch of African masks.
And
which
can I just say I love Elmer?
Elmer, yes.
Elmer.
Elmer's great.
Elmer
Elmer is excellent.
In creating the slideshow for this, apparently this movie was called Elmer in other countries, not called the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's promotional posters and still shots that all say Elmer on it.
Which is a much better name.
It is, and it probably, I don't know, maybe it didn't test well here. Plus, they're trying to sell it. I mean, this movie is pretty big in Japan. Japan has a whole thing about brains.
But also,
it's just like, I don't know why, but they do.
Also, don't forget translation. Like Brain Damage translated to another foreign country may come out sounding like mental illness, and that doesn't really sound, alluring. Yeah,
right. And Elmer is just like, is this a kids movie?
Bite the wax tadpole, you know.
Hello, Brian. I am here now.
So
I'll take care of everything.
All you need to know is that Henenlotter made a film about addiction, and I will posit this is actually this is where the lines blur. This is like street trash. This is a good bad film because low production value, bad acting, blah blah blah. Even the subject matter, if you describe it on the surface, sounds stupid and lame. But what it really is a giant metaphor for drug addiction. They said, okay, let's take drug addiction, and let's. What if your addiction wasn't like this, just looming abstract idea? What if it was a giant parasite that squirted liquid into your skull, made you kill people, and had a British accent?
He doesn't have a British accent. He has.
It sounds British to me.
It's not British, but it's the accent. I would say is a to-do type. It's like, yes, on Sunday we play racquetball, and I eat croissants in the morning. And
yeah, British.
It's not. It just sounds like he just sounds like he's a stockbroker who's made it. He's just a wealthy stockbroker.
And the voice of the brain parasite Elmer is Zachary, Dr. Zachary, the famous TV show host. He's a big Henenlotter's a big fan of his. I'm pretty sure he did a cameo in Frankenhooker too.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, as did the naked muscle man in the shower.
Yes, he did.
But
he lives in this.
We're watching it. I told Holly, said that's the pimp from Frankenhooker. She's like, shut up. So I said, really, that ass? I said, yeah, I recognize the ass. Leave me alone. Because before we even saw his face, they showed the ass in the shower. I'm like, that's the pimp from Frankenhooker. And I just got to tell you, she stuck with me through the film up until the bathroom sequence. Actually, the end of the shower sequence.
Okay.
At the end of it, she got up and said, "Yeah, I'm tapping out. You have fun." And she said, "You're a weird man," which can't have been a surprise to her. No. It's been over 10 years. She knew that way before she put a ring on it.
Yeah, that's right. I would venture to say it's her own fault.
Yeah, no, she's definitely the blame. But so the film is about this young guy in New York City, and he this brain parasite escapes from an elderly couple, older couple.
Yeah, they're probably 50s, early 60s.
Yeah,
and they're bringing him brains,
right?
Because you find out later on in the film a little bit more about that, but they're feeding him, and they're just in love with Elmer.
Well, it's the addiction.
Yeah, it's like
they're in love with the addiction.
You think at some point like it's their son, and then obviously, you realize that that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, they are in love with the addiction, but at least the husband he has figured out how to control Elmer.
He thinks he has.
So, well,
right, and
he's had Elmer for years,
right.
According to at least the way the story progressed, you realize that he's had him for years.
Right, and by the way, best, what's the word? The best expositional monologue ever in a low-budget shit New York film.
Oh, when he's talking,
in the alley. He was first found in the Peloponnesian times, and like 2 solid minutes of like a history lesson.
And I loved every second of it.
Oh yeah, I'm listening. I'm like, yeah, go on. Oh, the ship guy, the ship. Yeah. It was fucking so well written.
I don't remember it being that good.
Me neither. That's the thing. I remember the bad parts, but I'm going back now years. And I hadn't watched this in like a decade at least.
Oh. Probably longer for me.
Yeah,
I think I caught this late night on Cinemax. Oh man, maybe when I was in high school.
And this is the I'm pretty sure you have the same copy I have as the uncut print.
Yes.
So it has the 2. Hang on a second. Please continue, sir.
This is an every week thing now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it's getting old real quick.
What I think he's going to refer to is the blowjob scene as being the uncut part of this. That was always something that was edited down theatrically, VHS. This was also on Laserdisc too, and it was also the edited version.
Yeah, it was hard to find that uncut copy. I think the German print for a while is the only version you could find that had it. Supposedly too.
And we're talking the blowjob scene, right?
Yes. We're talking about the quote unquote. It's not really a blowjob.
Yeah.
I'm not filling in the blanks. Watch the movie.
Yeah.
And supposedly the crew walked off the set in disgust. I don't buy that for a fucking second. A New York City crew is like, oh, this is disgust. No.
I don't think so.
Sorry. That's no. Someone made that shit up for press and okay.
Yeah, you're working on a Henenlotter film.
Yeah.
I don't think you're walking off.
Forget it. You're working in. And by the way, also great shots in New York City, considering they probably didn't have a permit.
Oh, guaranteed. Especially the one shot where
the
walking shot through St. Mark's.
Oh,
none of that stuff is. I mean, those buildings are still there, but any of those storefronts that you see, all gone. They're all something different now.
And I really have. I don't know. Like I really get a feeling by the looks of the signs that a lot of them were fake.
Yeah.
Like they maybe they did have a permit because I think they planned it ahead because I'm reading the signs they go by and it's like, yeah, it doesn't sound like a real store.
Although the St. Mark's Deli, I believe, was legit.
Oh, true, yeah. I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying some of them felt like it's like, oh, you don't want to be in? We got to throw this fake sign over yours. It's all right.
Yeah. But that was a really good walking shot, almost like he had the dolly in the street and they're just rolling him along, following him with the shot. But it's like, how could you do that? It's New York City. There's no way. There's just no way traffic is going to cooperate with you.
Yeah. Oh no, they're probably in a car. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you're probably right. They're probably in a car.
A dolly.
Yeah, not Henenlotter.
That's adorable. Now, yeah, but there's things like that in the film. Now, Elmer. He's a parasite about yay big, and he talks all hoity-toity, and what he does is he injects like a acid into your brain, basically like LSD.
Yeah.
And gives you like a euphoric high,
or as he calls it, juice.
Juice. Oh, Elmer juice.
Oh, Brian. Brian,
you want my juice, don't you, Brian?
Yes. You know the pain will go away if you let me give you my juice.
Juice. Holly kept glancing at me. It's like, what? Oh, that's where I got it. Yeah.
You want my juice?
Come say that tonight.
Yeah, maybe.
You know you want my juice.
Come get the juice, Brian.
I want you to beg for it.
Yes. We'll have a little bet going on.
And then
I won't get fed until you get juice.
Right, and in return for this euphoric high, the host has to take him out to get fresh brains.
Right. Yeah, that's the deal.
And now, so the older people have been bringing him animal brains and trying to control him and keep him weak. And so when he finds this young kid, And again, the drug parallels are fucking spot on. The screenplay, which was by Henenlotter,
Maybe
it really you can't tell me that this film was not 100% intended to be a metaphor for drug abuse. I mean, it's obvious on some levels, but when you break it down to the other levels too, you have this like the upper class older couple who's like, oh, we can control it. It's it's just a pastime. It's not an addiction. I know things. I know how to control it. They fucking descend into withdrawal and desperation just like anybody else. And they got the young kid hooked on it and he lets it destroy his life because he doesn't know how to control it and like everything about it destroying relationships and it leading to theft and murder and just the
Sure.
it's just there's so much there. I'm surprised this film has not been remade with like you know what I could have. This may sound crazy. I could see a Cronenberg remake of the Henenlotter film of this nature.
If
Do you see
Cronenberg
Cronenberg doing this?
If Cronenberg, yeah. Although I have a feeling Cronenberg wouldn't touch it because I think on some level Cronenberg is probably a fan of Henenlotter, and he just wouldn't want to do it.
Oh, all right.
What?
Let's dial that back a bit. It's not like, oh, I don't want to ruin the masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece.
Listen.
This isn't like remaking like Casablanca.
Well, but what I'm getting at is I don't think Cronenberg would do it.
He would do it with Henenlotter's blessing, and I think both of them need to get on the ball with that right now, because
here's the thing.
This film's begging for it. This film is begging to be remade with a bit more relevance, a bit more edge to it.
Well, Cronenberg is about the same age as Henenlotter. I think Henenlotter has just decided to really not make film anymore.
Well, it's probably a good idea. I mean,
yeah, probably. Whereas Cronenberg, in the last 10 years, he's made some of his best stuff.
All right, let me throw another name out there: Eli Roth.
Why? Eli Roth.
Eli Roth.
Well, he might be able to do something with this.
I can see I've been happy with it. Again, the whole Red Inferno.
Green Inferno.
Green Inferno. Thank you. The Green Inferno. I was expecting to hate it, dude. I was expecting to hate it. I thought it was very fucking intelligent. Every time I want to hate him, he pulls something out, and I was like, "Oh, this is good." The Death Wish remake, but at the same time,
oh, that was Eli Roth that did that.
That was Eli Roth. Yeah,
I
was
didn't
like,
know that.
Yeah, and again, like, yeah, it shouldn't have been done, and there's no need to, but he could have done a lot worse.
Yeah.
And what reminded me of Eli Roth every time there was like a violent, brutal death in Death Wish, it's like, oh, that's so Eli Roth. No, there's like 2 or 3 scenes in there where you cringe. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, they pull the stops on a couple of the guys in misshapen skulls and shit. But I just say when I'm watching this, so I'm like, how this film deserves a remake because nobody else has come. I mean, like, the reason I mentioned Cronenberg is because you've got like little bits of
the euphoric acid trip stuff. Cronenberg knows.
Yeah,
how to do
I mean,
that.
a little bit of Videodrome, maybe Existence.
Yeah.
Obviously, maybe a little bit of Dead Ringers. I don't know, but I mean, it's a smart film disguised as a stupid movie.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true.
And also, Henenlotter is probably one of the few directors I know that can pull off an homage to his own fucking movie.
With the fucking Dwayne Bradley from Basket Case.
Well, it's not the same actor. I don't think
it is. It actually
is.
It is.
Was it the same? Because it didn't look like him.
No. Well,
you know what?
You know why? It didn't look like him because when he did Basket Case compared to when he did this is a 6-year difference. He did not age well in those 6 years. So
and it looks, and I swear it's a wig.
You know, yeah, because
Maybe.
he had like that big hair in the '82 film.
Yeah,
and he probably didn't have the big hair in '88, so it probably is a wig. But then Henenlotter and him, they worked together on Basket Case 2 years later. That was like Henenlotter's very next film. So
well,
it's
Basket
like
Case 3 was in '91. Yeah.
You know, horror universes cross paths over there.
Yeah, but what?
I mean, it's all the same place. It's New York City. So.
Yeah. So I mean, if there's a scene when Brian, get it, Brian.
Yeah.
Get it?
I got it.
You get it?
I get it.
There's a scene for our audience. There's a scene when the parasite-ridden Brian is on the subway, and he's well into the under the. I was trying to think of a word though. He's well under the, like, he's under control of it. Like, he's just like spaced out. Like right. He's a complete danger to everyone around him, and his oblivious girlfriend doesn't seem to realize this. She deserves the oh no. Spoiler alert. Shh, quiet. Shh, quiet. Back up.
Shut up.
Anyway, like, there's a scene where he's in the subway, and the guy from Basket Case sits in the subway holding the basket.
Yeah, with the padlock on it and everything.
Right. And so they're staring at each other, and he stares down.
Yeah.
The fucking Basket Case guy was like, "Oh, I'm out of here." It's like, it's like shameless pandering, but the first thing I thought was like, oh, what a great homage. It's like, wait, it's his own fucking movie. Can you homage your own film? No, that's called pandering. What the fuck?
And
but it's not. It's weird for me to say this. It's done so well.
I know. When I saw it, I didn't remember that scene existed in the movie.
Oh, I did. It's honestly one of the few things I remembered.
Oh, really? I don't remember. When I was doing the slides to make the slideshow, and I saw the picture, I'm like, oh yeah. It was like one of those like oh yeah moments where I'm like, shit, I forgot that was in there. And I looked on IMDb. His credit in the film is Man with Basket. Mm-hmm. It's not even Dwayne Bradley, which is his character's name from the Basket Case films.
I guess Henenlotter couldn't get the rights.
Just Man with Basket.
You know what's funny? He probably couldn't.
And that's probably why he made Basket Case 2, because it pissed him off.
I can almost see like the fall. What do you mean I can't use it?
It's my own fucking movie.
I need a new fucking entertainment lawyer. I'm your accountant, sir. Shit.
No wonder I'm broke.
You know, it's like Basket Case. I never really glommed onto Basket Case as much as like the hype was, but Brain Damage and Frankenhooker always had an appeal to me. I always had a certain charm.
Same here.
And like also, you got to give Henenlotter credit for trying, with the exception of a few shots of like, oh, day glow colors flashing. He really tried to portray the hallucination aspect of the acid trip.
Yep.
Without just resorting to like, you know, like a 60s fisheye lens or like the swirling things. The whole sequence with the ceiling light turning into a giant eye.
Oh, that's his first hallucination.
Yeah, and but like not only is it great, but it takes fucking forever.
Yeah, because blue water starts pouring in, which is the color of Elmer's juice.
Yeah, and I took it to be that, and I also took it to be spinal fluid, so it could probably be like a bit of six of one, half a dozen the other.
Sure.
And I also thought how he stretched out some of the scenes, like the walking sequence, the eye sequence, the Elmer being crushed and wriggling on the ground sequence. Spoiler. And
spoiling this whole movie.
Spoiler, sorry. It's movie review. You should fucking know by now. And there's one more. Oh, and when he's in the junkyard, hopping up and down, going, yeah, yeah. All of them take way much longer than they should.
Yeah, and this is only an 84-minute movie.
But I feel like in his way, maybe it's not intentional, but it's almost like showing the time dilation that occurs under the influence of drugs. So I've heard. And just that kind of aspect of everything taking long, and I thought it was portrayed very well. It was interesting.
Can I just say, the guy on the toilet, the one that bites it in the toilet, I thought for a split second was what's his face from The Last Dragon, Bruce Leroy.
That would have been funny. Would have been great if it was like Mario Van Peebles.
He's reading a magazine called Dead World, by the way, or a comic called Dead World.
I remember Dead World, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm. I love the scene before that. When
before that's the shower scene.
No. Or
Oh, you're
before
talking about
that.
the guy walking through the hallway?
Yeah,
Talking
yeah.
about
When
the end
Brian's
of
in the
world?
hallway, and the guy's like, yeah, I need that as a ringtone. That's fucking because we're watching. He's like, well, yeah, they don't tell you on the media and this, and like this small Hispanic friend of his is like half drunk, just like staggering along with this big biker guy. Is like, and that's when the end of the world's gonna come. It's like, wow, Alex Jones before the show. This is great.
Yeah.
And
what I liked about him, he almost had an Austrian accent because when he first walked in the room, he sounded, I thought, a little too much like Schwarzenegger. But he's coming in, he's like, yeah, and end of the world, and they're ruining this planet, and I can't wait to watch it all go down.
And I was like, hey, that's what I sound like when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Except without the bandana and denim. It's like, wow.
It's like, how is that guy
all right,
not
without
used
the
by
bandana.
Henenlotter anymore?
Yeah, how come this guy's not in the stable?
You know, you got Pimp Guy in the stable, but
it's just funny thinking of Henenlotter having a stable.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Because it'd probably be a real stable.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you're my guy. I'm gonna put you in this movie.
What's with the horse?
What's with the fucking horse?
But it's really inspiring. Now, even the stuff that isn't done well, like the ending is, and this is one reason why I thought this film deserves a remake, because there's like 2 or 3 different poster versions of the ending, and all of them are 100 times. I'm talking about the special effect.
Yeah,
100 times better than the special effect in the actual film.
Yeah,
and all of those posters easily doable today on like a Mac Pro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, you want it out, you got to stay out. Fuck you. Sorry, I'm yelling at my cat.
Is this Takashi?
What other cats do I have?
You've got like 2 other cats.
No, there are other cats wandering around the house. How many belong to me?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if any of the other ones bothered you.
I think give a shit.
Okay.
Wow, it's warm in here.
Yeah, well, you keep your house at 78 in Texas.
72, thank you. And that's cool in Texas.
You said 78.
Did I say? No, it's 72.
72 is normal. When you
no, 78. You're right. It is 78. Yeah, what's wrong with 78?
It's fucking, it's 2 degrees shy of 80. That's what's wrong with it.
I got in my car today, looked at the dashboard thermometer when I turned the engine on, and I swear to God, the first thought in my head was, oh, it's only 97.
Wow, you've only been out there a couple of months.
Only a couple. I was like, did I just think only 97? Because I didn't say it out loud because I'm not psycho. Honest. Yeah, but no, it seems hotter than normal. The problem is we have like the Nest smart home thing, and the smart home thing thinks that like us wanting to save energy is more important than us wanting to live. So occasionally it suddenly jacks it up to 89. It's weird.
Oh, because it's a learning thermostat. That's
it's learning how to hurt me. It's like impulse all over again.
Yeah,
no, it's a 78.
Ugh,
we're good.
Dear God, that's when I crank the AC when the house gets down to 78.
Well, if I had the fan on, it'd be fine. But I forgot to turn the fan on, and I'm still wearing my work clothing because I had to work late today. My bolo tie.
Yeah, very nice.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, you don't have your hat though.
It's too hot for the hat.
Too hot for the hat.
Yeah,
it's only 97.
I don't even know where it is. Somewhere. I don't wear the hat to work. I'm not in that much yet.
So I, like I said last week, I was getting gigabit from FiOS, and I got it on Monday, and it's fucking glorious. I downloaded a 4 gig movie in 40 seconds.
Well, just so you know, Spectrum sent me a letter. They upped our one of those. We're not charging you anything. We're just upping your speed. So now I'm getting 200 megabit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fuck it. Download.
That's
same thing.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's why I the whole idea of paying someone the wire Ethernet to the rest of the house, I blew that shit off. So like everything's wireless now. We're not having any problems.
Yeah, because you got the speed.
Yeah, it's like fuck it.
You're not getting the full 200 megabit,
but I'm getting more than I need.
Well, if you hardwire, you get the full 2.
Right, but I'm saying I'm not seeing nothing's happening where I'm like, damn, I wish I had more speed. Well, if anything, I need to put more RAM in the new computer. That's it. Everything else is running fine.
4 days ago, I had only 75 megabit, and when I got 75, nobody had 75.
Mm-hmm.
The highest anyone was going was 75 to 100. And
So what's yours now?
940.
Oh, all right. Because I was going to say, oh, mine was faster than yours for like a month. Sure.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I didn't do it on purpose.
I know,
but our contract
you
is
still
up.
did it. You still did it.
Fucking ain't right. I did it. It's only costing me $10 more a month. And I built myself a new computer from salvaged parts that were pretty new, and I got 32 gig of RAM in this computer now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on 8 right now. I think
8
or 16. I think it's 8. I gotta dump the memory from the old computer into the new one.
I don't know if you can do that.
Well, that's why I need to touch base this weekend. I'll take pictures and send this to you.
Only because your new one is probably DDR4, and the machine that you had was probably DDR3, and they're not interchangeable.
Right.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not compatible.
I'll touch base with you on that later. I'll do that.
Yeah,
but brain damage.
The problem is, memory is really fucking expensive right now. Ridiculous. All right, brain damage.
Brain damage.
I have so many really cool posters and box art for this movie in making this slideshow.
Yeah, there was. I mean, it's some of the best video. Like most of these movies, like they have shitty posters. They never got a good one. It's like people love this.
Like this one. This one says the movie that will blow your mind.
Yeah.
And then it says, "Heads up, Elmer's here." And it's a picture of him with his head split in half. It's just they took the picture of him and they just cut the picture in half or ripped it in half.
It's still better than the special effects in the end of the film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I gotta say, I love like the fact that his brother lives with him, and every time we see him, he's in his underwear.
Yeah, and he's got no shirt on. It's just like,
yeah.
And then he's laying flat on the bed. It's like, why am I staring at his ass in tighty whities?
Yeah, right. It's like, I can't look away. And also, I remember like when his girlfriend first shows up in like the second scene of the film, Holly right away. Man, she's unattractive. Every time she shows up, it's like, man, she is not attractive. It's like, wow.
But she was probably willing to be topless. And,
yeah,
and,
right.
and she was probably willing to be topless and could halfway deliver a line.
Let me rephrase that for you. She was willing to be in a Henenlotter film,
topless, and can deliver a line.
And was this before or after Frankenhooker?
It was before, 2 years before.
Oh, okay, damn, because that would have been like, yeah, I can see Frankenhooker is a step up from this. I will say that, yeah, special effects wise.
Yeah. In Hohokus, New Jersey.
Hohokus, right next to Mawa.
Yeah. And it's Hohokus, the 4-letter library code and the 4-letter town code is Ho-Ho. So I know that's why Henenlotter chose it, because it's Ho.
Ho.
Because it's hookers.
Can I ask you a question? Going back to the Brian's first romp with not Belial, Elmer, different movie. When he jumps into the junkyard to look at the pretty colors.
Yeah.
Can we get the background on the junkyard security guard in full military regalia? There's got to be a twisted background behind why this guy's dressed to the nines. I want to see the whole movie on how he got to this point.
Yeah, why is he guarding a fucking junkyard?
Yeah.
How come he's not at Fort Dix?
Forget why he's guarding a junkyard. Why is he guarding a junkyard in a full uniform?
It's probably his own uniform. And Henenlotter is like, okay, we're going to get you in a costume. He's like, I got full regalia. And he's like, really? It's like, yeah, I'm Army. I'm a sergeant.
I want to see when he was hired, and it's like the guy that owned the junkyard in Street Trash. He's like, yeah, listen. So just all you got to do is sit out here, watch movies, jerk off. I don't give a shit. And if a junkie jumps over the fence and starts playing around, throw your couple noodles at him and get him the fuck out of my garage. That's it. Relax. It's like, I'm licensed to carry a firearm. What the fuck you need that for?
I probably shouldn't have put these two gifs back to back. It's the gif of where he's like just pulling shit out of his ear, but because it's looped, it's like he's doing it for 30 seconds before the next gif loads up, and then the next gif is when he pulls the brains out of the chick's mouth. So that's happening over and over.
Oh, I love the other one, the part where all the blood's pouring out of his ear, and he's going, ah!
Yeah. And
I used to have.
Lauder is just telling him, like, listen, just don't move. Just scream as loud as you can, but try not to move.
Did you have that gift? Because I had that. It was like a good 30 seconds. Like it would loop over and over again.
Yeah, I actually couldn't find it.
It's on our Tumblr, dude.
The GIF?
Yeah,
Oh,
I posted it like a year ago.
I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's up there. I love that. That should be our video on our Facebook page. Oh,
why not?
I mean,
yeah. You know what? We could probably do that where it'll be the banner and it's just blood pouring out of his head the whole time.
I wasn't kidding. We'll get flagged, but I wasn't kidding.
Do you think so?
But who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Who gives a shit?
I will work on that shit this weekend. No, you know what? Fuck it. That is a brilliant idea. I fucking love that idea. That is gonna be our new banner. What's our current banner?
I have no idea. I haven't been. I was supposed to work on the Facebook page this week, and I totally didn't. I was so swamped. And we're going overnight next week. There's going to be a 2-week hiatus after this episode. Unfortunately, I apologize, but I've got to work overnights, and then Joey's doing some kind of family vacation shit. So between that, we're going to be gone for 2 weeks. But we'll come back strong. Hopefully, Joey has a great challenge lined up.
I do have a good challenge. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies I can challenge you to.
Before you get to that, do we have any summation? We've kind of glanced here and there about Brain Damage. Again, it's one of those films where I could give you a blow-by-blow of the movie, but there's no point. It's pretty much summed up in drug addiction is a brain parasite, hilarity ensues, ending, ooh. It's worth watching. Great, there's for a low-budget film, again, some great innovative shots, surprisingly some decent dialogue from the old guy.
Yeah.
And just some scenes that you'll never be able to scrub out of your fucking memory. Yes. I guarantee it. Whether it's the blowjob, the brain, the brain funnel, or just a parasite with a British accent singing Elmer's tune, you're not going to forget it. No, this film will live with you till you die, and I'm not saying it's a good thing. No, but I recommend this.
I do too. Our banner is actually the video, the little quick video that I put together of the Moviesucktastic with the kind of 80s, kind of Tronish background.
I love that one, by the way, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. So that is our background.
Okay.
What I think I'll do is I'll put the Brain Damage one until our next challenge. Mm-hmm. And then I'll put that one back.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going anywhere.
Now, Brain Damage is 6.7 on IMDb right now. What would you give it?
I'm surprised it's so high.
Yeah, right?
I mean, I'm really surprised. I mean, that's close to a 7, and 7s, movies that get 7s, they get nominated for Best Picture.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. I just checked out the demographics page real quick. Yeah. It's fucking unreadable the way they do it now. I don't even want to look at it. I'm getting a fucking seizure. Yeah. Oh, by the way, so now we record our show on YouTube.
That's right. We're streaming. We're streaming right now, live.
Right now. So if you're watching the show right now, not a surprise to you. But so the last episode we did, I pulled it up on my Fire Stick, and I was like, "Sweetie, look, our new show. Have you seen the new logos?" No. And I'm playing it, and the that Tron logo you mentioned came up. Right.
Right.
It made her vomit.
Really?
It literally made her sick.
It gave her motion sickness?
It gave her. She had to run to the bathroom. She lost her dinner. Yes, we officially made my wife vomit.
I can't even. Wow. Yeah. I don't even know what to say.
Hey.
Did she like the Breaking Bad opening?
Oh, she loved that. That's why she was like, "Oh, it's great! I can't believe he did that." So yeah, wait till you see this one. It's like out of the room, honey. Honey,
you got to go to an episode where has she seen the Marvel one yet? Like
no,
Marvel Studios, but it says Moviesucktastic. Show her that one. She's like that one too.
Yeah, I don't think that'll make her vomit, but the Tron one, yeah, she can't handle that.
Wow.
Yeah, no, she got certain things with fast movement.
It is 45 seconds of that.
Yeah. No, she was good for the first 5 seconds or so. Then she's like, "Oh, this is making honey." Oh, it was. So I had to let you know. She's like, "Tell Joey he made me vomit."
Like, I will tell her I'm sorry. I'll tell her now. Holly, I am sorry. I did not. That was not my intent. I do not want to have our the people that listen to our show or watch our show vomit.
Yeah, please, if you watch the opening of this show and it made you physically ill to the point where you had to void your stomach by regurgitating, please call our hotline, which you'll get at the end of the show, and tell us, and we'll apologize and we'll stop using that. But I love it though. I started off with, "This is my favorite." 5 seconds later,
yeah, call our hotline and let us know if it made you vomit.
Yeah.
Good night, bud. Jesus. All right, so it's a 6.7 on IMDb.
I'll go 7 because I'm telling you, I was blown away. It's like, oh, this is like a shitty film I watched back, in the 90s, because I didn't watch it when it first came out. But I'm telling you, this film is a brilliant metaphor for drug addiction.
I can go 7.
I think it deserves it. I think Henenlotter deserves. I mean, it's all downhill from here.
Oh yeah, this is probably, as far as artistic style, the message he's trying to portray. This is the
last hurrah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Frankenhooker is just a fun, bad, good movie.
Right.
Or
after this is People Under the Stairs all the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
which I just got with the audio commentary, by the way.
Oh, did you really? But yeah, this is probably Henenlotter would probably place this film. Actually, probably not. He probably would put Basket Case because that's what gave him his start.
Sure.
But
yeah.
as far as like on an artistic level, a metaphor level, message level, however you want to call it, Brain Damage has to be near the top or at the top.
I would tie it with Frankenhooker. The two of my favorites. I can watch these over again.
Love Frankenhooker.
I actually might.
Yeah.
So what do you got
7
for me for
challenges? I'm good with a 7. All right.
Oh, I already did it while you were talking. Yeah.
Okay. So I have 5 movies that I could potentially challenge you to that are connected in some way. At least in my mind they are. And I have one that I want to challenge you to, but I'm going to let you know of the other 4 in case you think maybe one of the other ones is a better challenge.
Okay. You sure you just don't want to do like Basket Case 1 through 3?
No.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
No. All right. So first, your actual challenge. All right.
Oh, you give me that first? Or are you going to build up to that?
Okay, I can build up to it.
I thought you'd build up to that.
All right.
Because it'll be great if it's a disappointment.
It won't be.
All right.
It's actually, you complained that I didn't give you, you hate it when I give you a good movie as a challenge.
Yeah, well, I hate it when you give me a good movie, and I hate it when you give me straight comedies because, or kids films, because those are, I feel like comedies and kids films, like calling them bad is like nitpicking against personal taste. And when you remove that critical aspect of it, and if we love a film, it's just us saying, "Oh, this part was great." Oh, I think it's cool when I say, like, "Oh yeah, this part where like the brain parasite singing to him in the flop house while he's going through withdrawal." That's weird. That's different. Having someone recommend a bad scene to you is like, "Oh wow, there's something weird about this." But me like saying, "Oh, I loved it," like it's like if we did Princess Bride. Oh gee, again, like when someone says Princess Bride is my favorite film. Oh, you and the rest of the fucking world. Gee, thanks for giving me insight into your personality.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
that's my only problem with that. That's all.
Okay.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. So there's one film came out the same year. Okay, came out the same year, and I'm assuming this is one of those situations where how we always talk about the one movie is the original, one movie's kind of like the ripoff. The ripoff
always comes out first.
Right. So this one actually came out second. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that Brain Damage is the ripoff.
Okay, and what's the link?
The link is The Brain. I mean, the name of the film. I'm just going to tell you, it's The Brain. I don't know if you remember that little horror film from 1988. It was called The Brain. And
no.
Here's the synopsis. With the help of an alien organism, a man brainwashes audiences through television. A troubled high school student is determined to stop them.
No, never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Okay.
No.
I saw that like late night Cinemax like forever ago. Came out the same year as Brain Damage.
Okay.
Even the box art is just like, yeah, that looks like it could be a ripoff of Elmer. Just a little bit.
I recognize the poster. I recognize the video. I've never watched it, but I recognize the cover.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces, or for the most part, the entire film through multiple viewings, like through late night Cinemax.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, no, it's too close. I kind of don't want to review the same exact thing again, or something even close to that. So I didn't go with that one. So next,
okay,
also an 80s film. As a matter of fact, they're all 80s films.
Well, duh,
right? So the very next one, the link is, it's 80s, it's super gory, and it just, when I watch a movie like Brain Damage, I just think of a movie like this. This film came out in 85, I think, and it's a melt movie.
Okay.
It's
there aren't many of those.
It's obviously not Street Trash, so it's the
Right.
other most famous one.
The Incredible Melting Man?
Nope. It's the other one that's more famous than that.
Society?
Nope.
That's not melting anyway. That's shunting.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank.
The Stuff.
Oh, The Stuff! We didn't do that?
We've never reviewed The Stuff.
Oh, that's not a melt movie either.
And not really. It's like it turned you
No.
inside out.
Yeah,
kind of
you
thing.
gave me a false lead there. No, yeah.
Well, it's almost like it's a little bit of a melt.
I
It's like
swear
it
we
turns you
reviewed The
inside.
Stuff. We haven't. I know we've talked about it.
Did we review The Stuff?
I know we've talked about it. I don't know if we reviewed it formally though. I have to.
That I could have just totally screwed.
Feel
that
like
up.
we did because I remember talking a lot about the commercial aspect of it. I think we reviewed The Stuff, sir. I think we've been doing the show so long we're forgetting what we reviewed.
Well, we're pushing on 300 episodes.
That's
so
what I'm saying. We've been doing this a while. I think we reviewed The Stuff.
I'm just gonna skim super quick.
Well, it's not our challenge, so you don't have to waste your time.
No, it isn't our challenge. Well, there's
What's next?
Chud. And yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we did do this stuff.
I feel like we did.
Well, there's Street Trash, and I think if we did the Stuff, it would.
Oh, you can't base it on that. We're all over the fucking place.
Yeah, that is true. All right, I'll look at more in depth later. I want to say we didn't do it, but anyway, okay. So then I'm going. The connection for this film is, it's just that it's again 80s, super gory, and it just. It's an East Coast film. Takes place in New Jersey. First superhero from New Jersey. That should.
Oh, Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, you come on. That's a dead giveaway.
Yeah. So I immediately thought of Toxic Avenger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. It's a nice parallel. Yeah, definitely.
You know, I mean, it's like you got some shots in New York City, but then it's New Jersey and whatnot. Also 80s, super gory, uncut version. Had issues being released. Okay, so then moving on is another 80s little horror film. The connection is puppetry.
Puppet Master?
Puppetry?
Puppetry?
Yeah, there's
a tree puppet?
There's puppets in it.
Oh, Meet the Feebles?
Meet the Feebles.
Hey.
And I was thinking, your challenge isn't that, but I was thinking maybe it should be because of the new film coming out this month.
I think we should. When is that coming out, by the way? Are we going to miss that if we don't record for 2 weeks?
No, I think it comes out. I think it comes out the weekend that I'm coming back. So the following Thursday, it'll be out for like 4 or 5 days.
I mean, I don't want to. Let's see what your challenge is, but I think Meet the Feebles is a great choice because the wannabe Meet the Feebles is coming out in the theater. So, and I'm not knocking that. I think it might be a fun movie. I like Melissa McCarthy, and again, if they put cum shots in the trailer, there's got to be something more than that.
It comes out Friday. It comes out Friday the 24th. The Happy Time Murders. and I will be back from vacation that Sunday, the 26th. So the very next time we will record will be the 30th of August. So the film will only be out for like not even a week.
And honestly, I just want to say right here, if we review it, we'll go in more detail. But I really fucking hate that every time I read something about Happy Time Murders, every single person, oh, they're just ripping off Avenue Q. Oh, Avenue Q did that shit fucking a decade after Peter Jackson did it.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, no, it just...
And Avenue Q didn't do fucking cum shots. Meet the Feebles did.
People just don't know how to be offended anymore.
Yeah. Oh, they don't have any context. All these fucking millennials, forgive the usage, but they're the ones out there like, oh, I grew up when Avenue Q was cutting edge. Yeah, well, your cutting edge is fucking pussydom, because the real cutting edge is shit that people walked out on in the theaters. Meet the fucking Feebles. Only puppet film with a Vietnam flashback to this day.
God, I remember the flashback.
I remember all of it. That film fucking rocked. Yeah, we're doing that one. Whatever your challenge is, we're gonna have to do Meet the Feebles. I hate to say it.
Okay, we could do Meet the. That's why I had so many. I just thought of so many movies when I was coming up with your challenge.
I feel like we need to be topical once in a while, and I feel like the fact that Happy Town Murders is coming out, and this is actually a direct link to this film, in some ways, I really think we should do it.
Okay, we could do it.
But what was your challenge?
My initial challenge also has puppets in the film.
Dolls?
Dolls. No, it's not dolls.
Damn.
But it is an 80s film. It's a pretty horrible 80s film. And the box art very famously has these little puppet things coming out of a toilet.
Oh, Ghoulies.
Ghoulies.
Yeah, I think I have Ghoulies and Ghoulies 2 on my Plex.
I have Ghoulies 3. Ghoulies Go to College.
Do I have that? Which two do I have?
It's Ghoulies 1 and 2, and then Ghoulies 3 is Ghoulies Go to College.
I have 1 and 2. I think I didn't get 3 because it was like 12 gigabytes or something stupid like that.
No,
I was like, fuck that.
I think I have a normal size copy, like 3 gig.
You might have to send that to me.
And I want to say, I'll look it up super quick, but I want to say it's like, it was like an Amazon rip. Like Amazon,
I can see that.
Amazon has it in HD. Here, I'll let you know right now. So, okay, so we'll do Meet the Feebles.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm totally good with that.
Dude, I don't even have to watch it, but I don't think Holly's ever seen it.
Oh, Mare's never seen it.
And I got to make Lilith watch it. Lilith, by the way, has never seen Pulp Fiction.
Really?
Yeah, my 18-year-old daughter has never seen Pulp Fiction. So we told her, you're fucking watching it this weekend.
Got to get on that shit.
Really? Fucking...
Movie's fucking gonna be... Jesus Christ. Next year, it's going to be celebrating its 25th anniversary.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I saw Pulp Fiction at the Franklin Theater when it came out. By myself. Nobody... I didn't have anyone to go with. Nobody was around. My sister was using my car more than I was and running it into the ground, unfortunately. So I drive my car to go see Pulp Fiction, and it won't start. So I call my sister, the one that was like really using it. I said, listen, any way you can come get me? And she's like, no, sorry. And then it goes back to sleep and hangs up. I'm like, what the fuck? Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College. Yep.
That's the end of the story? Okay.
Yeah, well.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a dick. I thought there was more.
Well, I ended up finding someone to help jump the car because I had jumper cables. And I didn't think the rest of the story was that interesting.
It probably wasn't. I was just surprised how quickly it ended. That's all.
I don't know. I don't know if I should be insulted by that.
I honestly, I'm not trying to be a dick, but it really came off like that. I apologize.
It really did.
You need to send me Ghoulies 3 because I don't have it and I can't find it anywhere.
Okay. Did you get? I sent you the copy of Let Me In. Let the Right One In. No, Let Me In.
Let Me In. I was just gonna ask you, what did you send me? But yeah, I did get that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because I needed that because I have Let the Right One In and I needed to have both of them.
Well, duh.
Honestly,
Like,
because
apparently we have to have 2 copies of Deadpool now because there's a director's cut that's actually 15 minutes longer than the theatrical cut with modified dialogue. So now I got to have 2 copies.
Oh, wait, there's modified dialogue?
Yeah, like, for instance, in the opening of the film, when he's on the roof and he calls the guy and he says, "Hey, I love your shiny suit. It brings the trafficker out your eyes, brings the trafficker out in your eyes." So then he jumps through the window, and the theatrical cut has him going, "Uno, dos, tres, cuatros." You know, he's counting them, and then they start shooting them up. In the director's cut, and I don't know what he says because it happens so quick. I didn't get a chance to really review it. But he goes, "Oh my God, I thought this was whatever. This isn't the whatever." And then they start shooting him. And that's totally different dialogue than what was in the theatrical.
Oh, fuck, I didn't know that. I just now I need. Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
And then on top of that, the scenes are extended too. So for instance, after they shoot him and he falls over the bar, the theatrical cut has him go. You know, he looks like he's dead, and he goes. He wakes up and he goes. "Listen." He takes the cigarette out of the waitress's hand and he puts it out. He goes, "Listen, I'll take a cranberry and vodka." He goes, "Listen, I know it's called a sea breeze. Don't make me say it." You know, that's the theatrical cut. In the super duper cut, it's called the super duper cut.
Yeah, I know that. I know.
The guys, after they shoot him, they look over the bar. There's a shot of them looking down at him, and he looks dead, and they start to walk away. Then he wakes up and talks to the waitress, and he doesn't do the sea breeze line. He does something totally different dialogue-wise, where he talks about, where he's like, "Listen, you're not going to die," and then says something funny, which eludes me. I can't remember it. Then it moves to all of, like, him in the strip club, where he's wearing the wig.
All right.
and
all that. I haven't seen it yet, so stop describing scenes to me, motherfucker.
This is like the first 5 minutes.
All right, but I'm just saying, I haven't seen it.
Well, anyway, so that scene just shows nudity. There's actually strippers that are nude in that scene, whereas the theatrical cut, there isn't.
Okay.
So I only watched the first 5 minutes, and there's complete dialogue changes in a bunch of scenes.
I hate that, because usually the extended version is like, "Oh, here's scenes we cut out." Not, "Oh, here's a completely different version we shot." Fuck. Now I have to get both. Thanks.
No, exactly. I have to have both now. I have to have the theatrical cut and the super duper cut.
Because normally I just get the extended version, except in the case of Batman versus Superman, because the extended version is fucking useless.
Yeah. The only good thing is you get that shot of Steppenwolf.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, and I know I have to watch it again because I don't think the Steppenwolf they show at the end of the first film looks like the Steppenwolf in Justice League. Even
a better reason not to show it, or not to care. Yeah, but in this case, yeah, if they have completely different, like for Die Hard 4,
right?
I actually have a fan edit where they took better lines from the other ones, because there's actually scenes where they use different lines.
Well, I know that the director's cut of 4 has all the swearing and there's blood put back in.
There's actually different. Yeah, the director's cut versus the theatrical version. Yeah. There's actually different dialogue in certain scenes.
Really?
And some of the dialogue in the director's cut I don't like as much as the original.
Huh.
Yeah.
So they put the better dialogue back in, plus it makes it R-rated?
For the fan edit, they just put everything they liked in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, R-rated. Yeah, so it's like the best dialogue in R-rated.
I think the best fan edit I've ever gotten is Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair, which basically isn't a fan edit. It's just Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 sandwiched together to make one long movie, like Tarantino intended.
Right.
So it's not like they added anything extra. It's like the fight scene at the end of the first film that was black and white. It's in color, and the movie is in order. Or like the chapter, the way Tarantino wanted to do the chapters.
Yeah.
Because apparently there's poster art and everything for Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair, but
there is. I have it.
The film was never released that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because Miramax was like, "Listen, you can't release a 4-hour movie. We're not going to make any money." And Tarantino's like, "Yeah, but it's my vision." It's like, "Listen, we love your vision, but you can't release a 4-hour movie. It's not going to make any money." And then Tarantino later on says, "You know what? I'll show you." And then releases Grindhouse, and guess what? It didn't make any money.
Yeah.
And even though I loved Grindhouse, it didn't make any fucking money.
Yeah,
I think
true.
it made like 12 or 15 million its opening weekend, and then that was it.
Dude, you know what I just got a copy of?
What?
Far From Home.
Oh God. Wow.
Yeah. You know why too?
Of course I know why.
Yeah. All right. Don't say it though.
I'm not gonna say it. I don't gotta.
No, but yeah.
Far From Home. God,
That's all
I haven't seen that movie in a long, long time.
Me neither, and I hope it lives up to the memory.
Oh man.
I remember talking about that in high school, like during lunch. Did you guys see Far From Home last night on cable? Yeah.
I want to say that there is a scene in that movie that I thought existed. We've talked about it on the show. That I don't think exists.
You talking about the masturbation scene?
Yeah.
It's got to be in there. I haven't watched it yet. I got it, but no, that's got to be in there.
Let me see.
See
86
what?
minutes. The only runtime on IMDb is 86 minutes, and I swear to God, on Cinemax, there's Drew Barrymore masturbating, and I
know to see you talking about, and I'm gonna watch this and look for it.
You got to text me and let me know. Make sure I'm not.
Oh,
crazy.
I'm not tonight, but
Not
I'll let
tonight.
you know.
I'm just expecting a text at some point tonight.
Oh, you'll get a text at some point. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Far From Home.
I for some reason I also got the Green Lantern director's cut.
Oh, I've had that for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't know why I downloaded it.
I never watched it. I just heard it was just a better cut than the theatrical.
Oh, that's impossible. That first movie was perfection. Come on.
Yeah, I think they were trying to do whatever they could to get. They're just trying to get water from a stone on that one.
Here's the thing. Now that I'm finished doing my Plex again, I have the Wolverine Origins that has the first appearance of Deadpool in it.
Oh, nice.
So in my categories, I actually created a Deadpool category, and I actually debated whether or not to include that in the Deadpool category. And I was like, yeah, I have to. It's like, yeah, but it's really like the first, but it's still Deadpool. I mean, everyone knew it was Deadpool. That's why everyone was pissed off.
Yeah, everybody. Anyone that loved Deadpool was really pissed off.
Yeah, so I was like, I have to include it in that. Oh, and also, I keep thinking of you. I have a foreign films category. No, you're not going to thank me. I have a foreign cinema category. Oh, boy. And I have an Italian cinema category.
Oh, shit.
And I got to tell you, if you go through the Italian cinema category, it's not a good representation of Italian cinema.
I'm betting it isn't.
It's all basically spaghetti westerns and shitty Italian horror films. and then like somewhere in there is like, oh, and Life is Beautiful and Cinema Paradiso.
Oh, fuck you.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, not on purpose. I realized this as I hit like Y and Z. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the. I actually had to go back and make a spaghetti western category too. I didn't realize I had so many.
I am not seeing the stuff in our feed.
I know we talked about it.
We talk about it all the time here. I'm actually.
Yeah.
I'm on the IMDb page, and of course, every episode has the name of the film that we review. We have never reviewed this stuff. We might have talked about it, not might have. I know we've talked about it.
Oh no, we have.
We've never done a formal review. So there you go. That's a challenge for another day.
Yes, it is. But right now, Meet the Feebles is our challenge in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And we'll.
It's gonna be great.
And yeah, that'll give me enough time to like do the video stuff I promised to do.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna make because we're going on vacation with my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, Mayor's cousin, my cousin. I'm gonna make them all watch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I have to review this film called Meet the Feebles, and it's a Peter Jackson film. You know, the guy that did Lord of the Rings, and I'm gonna preface it with that, and then they're gonna watch a walrus trying to fuck a cat.
I still remember, like, I gave that to Brian and Doug, and they were like, "Yeah, we turned it off after the walrus fucked the cat." It's like that's like 5 minutes into the film. It's like, yeah, you fucks,
pussies.
Come on.
I'm gonna make them watch it on vacation.
Oh, that's
dude,
great.
it's gonna be fucking great.
And I'll tell you right now, if you're watching this and you've never seen Meet the Feebles, it's readily available now.
Oh,
I mean,
everywhere.
Like 5 years ago, I would have said, "Hey, message us and I'll send you a copy because it's really hard to find." No, you can probably fucking stream that tonight easily.
I'm sure you can pay to watch that on YouTube right now.
Yeah, I remember when I had to pay $20 for a bootleg of that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking these kids, they don't know how easy they got it. Their internet porn and Hulu and right.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
check this out. Meet the Feebles. There are there's two. Well, it says here that it's the full film. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's not the full film. I'm wondering if it's.
What are you on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, that's not the full film.
Let's find out. Oh yeah, it's the full movie.
Really?
Yeah. Because you know how sometimes it'll say full movie and it'll be like, here, go to this link.
And gentlemen,
Wingnut Films.
your attention, please.
Again, these wannabe film critic punks, it's like Avenue Q. You sound clever, but you're fucking stupid because you have no fucking reference.
Oh my god. Is the other one the full film too?
The hype. Mission Impossible is one of the
Mission
best
Impossible.
ever.
Rotten Tomatoes. 97%. Yeah, the other one is the full film too. Here's the difference. The other one's widescreen. This one is full screen, but it's the full version. You could go to YouTube right now. And you know what? At the very top, there's an advertisement for the Happy Time Murders.
Well, of course there is.
So YouTube is taking advantage of people doing a search for Meet the Feebles.
You know what? Happy Time Murders probably... The people that are criticizing Happy Time Murders don't know about Meet the Feebles. The people that made Happy Time Murders, they know about Meet the Feebles.
Yeah, it's Jim Henson's son.
Exactly.
Who directed it.
Yeah.
He knows exactly Meet the Feebles.
Again, I like I told you, word for word, Jim Henson's son sitting home alone, like in the dark. The phone rings on the desk. Like, they canceled the Muppets again. We're fucking going rogue. Click. That's it.
I can't fucking blame him.
If that's on YouTube and you're signed in under our Moviesucktastic, you should like that, or share it on our YouTube. We'll work it out. But if you go to our Moviesucktastic, you'll be able to get to Meet the Feebles through there. We're gonna share it because you got to see it before we review it.
Yeah, let's share this.
Yeah, so go. If you're watching this now on YouTube, if you're listening on iTunes, I guess you're fucked. But if you're watching this on YouTube, search around our channel where we have a number of our shows before we went live on YouTube up, and we'll have more coming up soon. Find Meet the Feebles and fucking watch it because we're going to review that in 3 weeks' time. And I'm telling you, you need to fucking see this film. It's brilliant.
Yeah, if I add this to our playlist, it says add to a playlist. That'll just go on our Moviesucktastic, right?
Yeah, but we have to create a playlist for that. Just create a playlist for movies reviewed.
Ah, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
So, but technically, we haven't reviewed it yet.
But it will be reviewed, so it's not lying. So
okay.
don't argue.
I'm not arguing. I'm just
being
logical. Being logical.
Yeah, it's arguing. I know. I do that all the time. It's arguing.
Yeah, okay. All right. Let's do the spiel.
Yes.
Let's get out of here. All right, everyone. As always, thank you for joining us for yet another episode of Moviesucktastic, episode 279.
Don't say it like it's a burden.
I didn't say it like it was a burden. When we come back and do episode 280, it will be Meet the Feebles. Do not miss it. Make sure you do your homework and you watch this film, so in 3 weeks when we review it, you are caught up. We will link it to our YouTube page so that you can watch it. So go to our website at Moviesucktastic.com. You can listen to the show there, you can download the show there, and you can now watch the YouTube stream right from the website live every Thursday at 8 o'clock. You can go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Moviesucktastic. Everything that we post there, from trailers to when we go live, or anything that interests us goes on the Facebook page. You can go to our Tumblr page at moviesucktastic.tumblr.com. You can also email us. If you email us, we'll read it on the show. The address is themovieguys@moviesucktastic.com. You know, a lot of people listen to the show, but no one ever emails us. So I say it every week, and then I never have anything to read. I say it because it's there, but I don't want to say our show is like a throwaway show. But people listen, and then they move on.
Because the kids these days, they don't email. They what do you call it? They Tumblr.
Instagram,
or they Reddit, or they 4chan if they're complete fucking deviants.
Wow, yeah, 4chan. Shit, 4chan was bad when we were younger.
Do you know there's an 8chan?
No.
Apparently there's an 8chan.
Great.
Whatever.
Twice as fucked up.
I guess.
Anyway, so you could also leave us voicemail. Again, leave us voicemail. We'll play it on the air. The number is 908-514-4470. If you want, you could also download the free app for your phone, your Android device, tablet, phone, whatever you're using Android ones. Download the free app. Everything I just said is in there.
Yeah, there might be a slight delay in that because I think it got taken down.
The app?
Because I think I ignored an email that talked about making sure it is compatible for Europeans now that they have that whole disclaimer thing. So
okay.
So if you're looking for it and you can't find it, wait a week and look for it again.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. So that about does it. I also have to do that with our website. Our website is still up, but it's not HTTPS. It's not got the secure protocol. I just have to get a certificate and convert it over, but whatever. Anyway, do you have any words of wisdom before the music fades out?
This is Elmer's tune.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? You want my juice? You want my juice? I'm going to give you my juice, Joey.
Yeah,
Joey,
I hope so.
Joey, you're going to beg for my juice.
I already begged for it.
I know you do.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, we'll talk to you in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Pay attention.